Yes, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a good afternoon. So today's webinar is going to be one brief one. We're basically just going to try and see exactly what we expect to be happening on the main pairs. We'll start with the EURUSD. This one, just a second, should be below this one. And then we'll also look at GBPUSD. Then we'll also look at USDJPY. So disregard the indicator you're seeing on my screen. This one, we'll delete it because you're not going to use it at the moment. These are custom indicators. We are going to use the basic normal indicators that we normally use. So first of all, to analyze properly, you must understand exactly where the higher time frame is headed. You must know exactly where the higher time frame is headed. If we are upwards on the higher time frame, then there is no need for looking for a sell on a lesser time frame. And if we are downwards on a higher time frame, there is no need for looking for a sell on a for a buy on a higher time frame. So as it is now, we're basically going to look at it from the weekly point of view. Then we move straight to the next highest time frame, that is daily. Then we move next to the next highest time frame, which is 4 hours. Then we'll move to 1 hour. So let's start off with EURUSD. This one here, and this is how our chart looks. So the first thing that I'm seeing on this chart is that we were somehow heading to the lower side. We had some very good downtrend for some time now before the price actually spiked up. And if you can remember, we had these levels here. We had a trend line running all the way from the top. Then we also had a trend line which was running all the way from the top like this. So as it is now, as you can see, the price basically went beyond this trend line. This is a very good resistance trend, and the price basically spiked above it, gapped higher, but it's yet to give us any clear buy signal. So as it is now, as long as the price does not clearly break beyond this level, expect a sell, because this is a very good level. Even on the weekly, we have a very good level. This is a very good resistance from the past. We had a very good resistance all the way, a resistance, a break above, support. Then there was this break to the lower side, so resistance. As we're speaking now, the price is somewhere around the same place where we expect to sell off from. So this should give us the correct place to sell it from. If you are trading EURUSD purely based on price action, you actually are supposed to see that we are sellers now. Although the price moved up for some time, so like for 2 weeks, expect sellers to dominate as long as the price does not clearly break above the level which I've mentioned, this zone here. So this is based on the weekly. If we check the same chart, maybe on the daily, we may see something else. So this is how the daily chart looks. This is how the daily chart looks. We actually had a very good resistance while the price was here, and this became a very good resistance. So if you can remember, this is actually the same resistance we've just drawn on the weekly. The same zone which you drew here is the exact same zone which I've drawn now, this one. This is the exact same place that we expect a sell from. So the price entirely should get to this level 1.1454, 1.1426, which already did. The price gapped up, could not break beyond the zone. Instead, it bounced off to the lower side. As we're speaking now, the price is somehow still below. So we expect a continuation to the lower side. We expect price to continue maybe up to this resistance, this support. So this was a resistance previously, was a break above. The price is yet to retrace back perfectly up to 1.12 1.18. So expect a move up to this point, a break below to continue up to the weekly resistance support, which is this one, 1.0466. So we'll move forward. Let's see the same chart on a lesser time frame. This is how we have for us. This is how the 4 hours look. This is like some very good shape. We had some, this is like a ball formation. So the price moved, spiked upwards, and as we're speaking now, if we are looking at this chart now, you're actually supposed to be looking for a sell. Expect price to continue maybe up to this point here. If you're looking at this chart on the 4 hours, expect a possible continuation to the lower side up to 1.1177. So this, as we're speaking now, this is a very good place to sell from. Expect price to continue downwards up to this level here. So this is in line with what we've looked at on the daily, where we do expect a sell, continuation to this level. On the weekly, we also expect a sell. So let's see GBPUSD, what we have. So GBPUSD so far, the price moved upwards, although we expected it to continue downwards. It moved upwards, and these are the levels. If you're looking at this chart, this is your resistance. We have this as a support here. This on the lower, this I'm going to draw some zone because it looks much better as a zone. Have this. So have this. So these are very good resistance, a break above, a support, false break, a resistance, there's a break above, a support. So this, if you are looking at this chart now, you better be looking at these levels. Either the price should move up to this resistance, or it should continue down up to this support here. Other than those levels, we do have this level here. You have that. Also have that. Then we have one line at the top which is around this level here. So these are the only, if you're looking at the weekly chart GBPUSD, you're supposed to be looking for the levels which I've drawn. The price needs to get to either this level, or this one, or this one, or the other one, which is at the lower end. So the same chart, we look at it from the daily point of view. GBPUSD. So this is how the daily chart looks. We are seeing the possibility that the price may continue to the lower side, but we can't conclude that unless we draw our levels correctly. So if you draw a line like this, it looks like we have some good trend line here. And from the bottom, from the top, sorry, we do also have this. So entirely we do have a resistance here, a resistance, and in case the price goes below the trend line which you've now seen from the bottom, then that will mean you're continuing to the, so as it is now, we're basically eyeing a possible break below this trend line here, so that we may continue to the lower side. As it is now, we're on the sidelines. We're expecting price to break below. Have this, then we have this one. So this is just a very good support here, a support. We want price to break below the support, then retrace back, so that we can pick a sell up to the next level, which is this one. So if you are looking at this chart now, you better be expecting a sell when the price goes below the zone which I've just drawn. Then that should give you the correct place to sell it from. This should give you the ultimate place where you want to sell from. The price must go below this trend line, retrace back, then you pick a second sell up to the next level. So we also have a level here. Basically, if you're to sell there, expect price to go up to 1.2512, where we expect it to continue much lower up to 1.2190. So if the price successfully closes below 105.31, that will be a very good place to sell it from up to the next level, which is, so as it is now, I recommend a sell position. I recommend that we look for a sell orders. Expect price to continue down up to 100.21. If it closes above 105.31, then expect it to move upwards. So as it is now, we are into a sell. We are looking for a possible sell following the fact that the price gapped below a level. Also have this one here. So expect a sell up to 100.21. This level here. So according to the weekly, we are sellers. According to daily now, according to the daily chart, we have the same setup. We still have a sell. Yeah. So have this as a sell. So if you are looking at this chart now, I recommend that you keep looking for sell positions. expect price to move up to this weekly support 100.21. So this is how your lines are supposed to look on the weekly chart. But if you pick a sell, hold on to that sell up to 100.21. So the next time frame, the same USDJPY on a lesser time frame should be the same thing. Because this one, there's nothing much. We still have the same sell, a level there, have a level here. So I've done it like that randomly because that's the same place. We're around the same place. We had a sell on the weekly, so I expect the same sell to be valid even on the forwards. So you look at this, we had a support, it's a gap below, it has come back to the same place. So this should give us the correct place to sell it from. Expect a sell, expect price to sell off up to this level here, up to 100.21. So I hope that makes certain things clear here. The PUSD we have seen, this is what we expect to happen on EURUSD. Then the GP I was talking about is this one. Our levels here, these are the key levels you're supposed to focus on: 1.4243, 1.3413, then 1.2738, and the last one is 1.2147. So the next one, the next thing, which is this EURUSD, we have a level here 1.1486, and then USDJPY we have 117.93, 114.06, 108.45, 105.31. The last one is 100.21. So thank you very much. That should be the end of today's webinar. We meet again next week at the same time. So before I end this, if you want me to look at another which I've not looked at now, I can still find the trend here. It's the currency strength meter. We have the strength of various currencies. We have NZD being the strongest, we have AUD being the second strongest, and then we have USD being the weakest, then CAD, Canadian dollar, being the most weakest amongst the 8 symbols. So if you are to buy anything, if you are to trade anything now, you should buy NZD USD, buy NZD CAD, or you should buy AUD USD, buy AUD CAD. So that's according to the currency strength meter. You can also see that we have the places where we have very good trend, like AUD, NZD, we have a very good sell trend, and then USD CAD we have a very good buy trend, NZD CAD we have a very good buy. So thank you very much. We meet again next week at the same time. See you.